Hello YouTube, this is NASCAR 48 WW2 Buff here with the INORL Duracell Cup Series race number 1 at Daytona. We are finally here. 42 drivers set in the field and set on winning this race. Olga got the pole, Chuck Togger has the outside pole. Those two were your Gatorade Duel winners, but will they be the Daytona 500 winners? That's a question that a lot of drivers here today are wondering. Who will be the Daytona 500 winner for Season 2? They won the Gatorade Duel 1 a couple days ago and was able to get the pole. Chuck Togger won Gatorade Duel number 2 and got the outside pole. So that's your front row. Dale K was able to get a nice third place qualifying. Joseph Bryant 4th. Sean Henley 5th. Kyle Sinowski 6th. The 17 of Aaron Williams 6th. No, 7th, sorry. Tony Blazer 8th, Jake Baskinger 9th, and Jack Richards 10th. That is your top 10. And these 42 drivers are getting set because the opening command is about to come soon here in a second. But just stay tuned for this race and you'll figure out who wins. And then, Season 2 is underway. And from a while to go, but who will be the champion? Because still got to keep that in mind because it is a 36 race season. And we'll get fired up for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
As our 42 drivers start up their engines and we get ready to go green here at Daytona, let's check out our starting grid here at Daytona.
Every time we lie awake, after every...
We are back as these 42 drivers get ready to see who to take the green here at Daytona. Our pace car is getting ready to pull in as we come off turn 4 here tonight at Daytona. This is a night race. Who could be your winner today? Will it be Olga Ogo, your Gatorade Duel winner? Chuck Togger, your Gatorade Duel 2 winner? Or George Roque, your Bud Shootout winner? Who will it be? But right now we're going green here at Daytona. Who will win the 500? And Olga Ogo takes us to the green. Pretty good start, has a good distance between them and Dale K, but that's actually not that great here at Daytona because this field just going to swallow you right up. Chuck Togger stuck on the outside. At night, it seems that the inside line is better than the outside line. During the day, it seems the outside line is better than the inside line. It must be the track temps as they change throughout the day. But whoa, we got some slicing and dicing in the back already. Between the backfield, the cars that started in the back. But here comes Dale K for the race lead over Olga Ogo with Sean Henley right there behind him. And then there's Aaron Williams and Jake Baskinger also, with Jack Richards, your Season 1 Rookie of the Year. Dale K gets out to a good lead, but here comes Sean Henley, going to knock him out of the top spot, and Sean Henley will try to lead the first lap, but no, Dale K will lead the first lap of season number 2, points-wise. Now Sean Henley going for the race lead, with Aaron Williams right there behind him. Hendrick has not done the greatest throughout these preseason races. So will they turn it around in the 500? And well, Aaron Williams going to shoot to the outside, and Sean Henley is going to follow. And then Henley going to come back to the bottom with Jake Baskinger there also. Oh, and Aaron Williams going to make it 3 wide. No, Aaron Williams into the wall. He's into the wall, stacking up the field. 4 wide, it might be off this corner. And he finally gets off the wall, but that just stacked up a whole bunch of the field. Now they got to single back out and not wreck. And Sean Henley still continuing the lead with Jake Baskinger right there behind him. Jake Baskinger is right to the back bumper of his car, nose to tail. Will anybody try to make a move? Jacob Sisko's right there behind him also. Jacob Sisko's done fairly well for the preseason Thunder. But here comes Jake Baskinger for the race lead now. John Wilson joining them, the veteran. John Wilson is a veteran from Season 1. And he's showing these rookies how it's done now because he's about to make a move for the lead here soon. Now John Wilson wants the lead. They're going to go 3 wide back here. Also, Jeffrey Buckeye joining this with Tyson Broad and Tristan Trivet. But they're going to go 3 wide in this pack. As you see the rest of the pack trying to catch up after Aaron Williams got a piece of that wall. Or whatever did happen to Aaron Williams. How far did he fall back? Oh, yeah, he's way off the pace of 20 Blazer, who must have got caught up with them. And they're way off the pace. They just got to hope for a caution that they're not involved in to catch back up. And hopefully they can get back up there, so we'll make it more exciting races. But Olga on the outside now. They're way up there. And now Jeffrey Buckeye's going for the race lead over John Wilson. Tyson Broad right there behind them. Ooh. Oh, they almost went 3 wide for first there. John Wilson was trying to keep up, but he did not have any really drafting help. No 4 wides yet. That's good. Usually they go 4 wide around this point of the race. And that's where this track says, no 4 wide for you. And, oh wait, they're trying to go 4 wide between Jacob Sisko, Drew Austin, John Wilson, and Kyle Sinowski. Tried to go 4 wide, but I guess they were smart enough not to. Tristan Trivet pushing Tyson Broad out to the lead. Will Tristan try to make a move? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Nope, no moves. But this is the point of the... Oh, John Wilson into the wall. He's holding up the outside line. Outside line got held up. In turns 3 and 4, a lot of drivers are going to get a piece of the wall, and you don't want to get a piece of the wall in turns 3 and 4, because as we saw what happened to Aaron Williams and 20 Blazer in the 17 and 55, that's what happens if you get a piece of the wall, and you fall way off. Here's the second little pack right here, trying to catch up to the main pack. Main pack's mostly double file right now, and Tyson Broad is still leading with Tristan Trivet right there behind him, and then Joseph Bryant and David Rochester joining the battle also. And here comes Tristan Trivet for the race lead. And whoa, he went way to the bottom line right there. Oh, Joseph Milner. Not going to get there, though. Sticking on board with Richard Johnson in the 93 here. We didn't get to... Let's see what it's like to be on that outside line going 195 miles per hour. Make fast reactions when you're on that outside line. And we have a battle for the lead. Here comes David Rochester for the race lead over Tristan Trivet. And oh, Tyson Broad into the wall. Like I said, when you go 3 wide, sometimes you get a piece of that wall. And whoa, Tyson Broad is still in the wall. And that's just killing his momentum. And whoa, oh, Dylan White was there. Oh, and Leo Rogers is there. What is Tyson Broad doing? And whoa, they got to be careful. What was Tyson Broad doing? Oh, and Dale Kay on the apron. Oh, what was Tyson Broad doing? As he almost just about took out Leo Rogers right there. You're going to fall back. Now that hurt a lot of drivers' chances of catching back up to this main pack. As now Drew Austin has the race lead with Dylan Young going to make it 3 wide, but here comes Brian James on the bottom. And David Rochester in the wall, but he might get off the... Yeah, David Rochester got off the wall fast enough. Brian James is holding that race lead, but Jacob Lawler's right there behind them. Oh, and they might go... Oh, I thought they went 4 wide for a second. And Jacob Lawler going to try to take the race lead right now. Oh, and they got to be careful. As you see, they're 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Some of the 3 wides. When they go 4 wide, I bet they'll regret that. As now William Duncan and Deion Scott are going to join us. Deion Scott is your Duracell Cup Series 5-time winner. And William Duncan is joining us also. Net number 19, Dodge. Sponsored Dodge car. And Gene Sanford trying to hold up on the outside line, well, in this case, the middle line, but can't get there. Oh, and Tristan Trivet hard into the... Oh, and we got smoke. We got smoke. Caution is out. Oh, Sam Young, Aaron Williams, Tyson Broad. No, oh, it might have just been those two. It doesn't look too bad. And this field's gonna slow down, and they gotta slow down. And I say some of the luckiest drivers there will be right now will be maybe what happened to the 55? Tony Blazer. Oh, Tony Blazer's out actually. So, I'll take you to see what happened. But as you see, Sam Young limping down on pit road with heavy back damage, rear end damage, whatever you like to call it. But I'll take you to this wreck to see what went wrong here at Daytona. And we're back. Sam Young is coming off this turn, and then actually Chris Dollarton's slowing down. What happened to Chris? Oh, Chris Dollarton's coming off the wall after getting into it off the turn 4. Sam Young, like we saw, I forget who it was, sorry, but he came down and tried to block them. Oh, Tyson Broad, like Tyson Broad did, and Sam's gonna get a piece of that spin around. Leo Rogers barely gets by that. Then let's see what happened to Tony Blazer, because oh, and whoa, Robbie Noonan and Tyson Broad barely got by. Now what happened to Tony Blazer? Sam Young got his back damage somehow, just limping along, trying to get back up to speed. Then oh, there's where Tony Blazer hit, and around he went, and that just ended his day. That's where Tony Blazer hit. As Sam Young came up, just Tony Blazer runs into the back room. Aaron Williams gets by. Let's take an onboard with Tony Blazer, because that was a hard hit. Head-on hit into the back of Sam Young. Take an onboard here. That was a pretty hard hit. How fast was he going? Because that could be a big question. How fast was he going when he hit Sam? And it was about 136 miles per hour. That's a pretty nice lick into the back of somebody. Sam Young just probably felt a jolt of his lifetime right there. But anyways, let's take you back to the green here at Daytona, and maybe hopefully no more cautions. Can we get to the end on a green flag run? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Actually, we do have a cycle of green flag pit stops here, because there was going to only be one pit stop, but now the way they're pitting at this time, they won't be able to make it to the end on fuel. So maybe not the greatest idea, but all these drivers are hoping for another caution so they can come down and pit. But if there is no more cautions, they will have to pit one more time. As all these drivers load on the pit road, who will be the winner off pit road? And Chuck Tolger comes into that second pit stall right there. And where's Olga Ogo? I remember that they were way behind. A long trek down pit road for them. As Chuck Tolger will probably be done a pit stop before Olga Ogo gets down here. Almost. And it might be Dale Cat. Oh no, it's Dion Scott winning off. Jacob Lawler, he's way behind now. Jacob Lawler, way behind. Oh, and there was some contact. Oh, what was this? Dylan Young. I saw some contact with the 50 of Dylan Young and maybe I think Jeffrey Buckeye. Take a quick look at that, but I saw contact right there. Yes, there was contact. Dylan Young's coming off pit road, gonna slam into Drew Austin, who is coming out of his pit stall, and that's gonna give them some fender damage. Let's take an onboard with Dylan Young, but he was coming off. Drew Austin was coming out at the same time and just hit him. Nice little hit right there, and that could hurt Dylan Young's chances at winning the Daytona 500. But now I will take you to the green here at Daytona. We are back. Tony Blazer has retired after that wreck, and your top 10 right now is Dion Scott, Brian James, Gene Sanford, William Duncan, Jacob Lawler, Charles Sanford, Sean Henley, Willem Schultz, Austin Ogo, Chuck Tolger. And your top 15 is Zachary Buckeye, Joseph Bryant, Drew Austin, Dylan Young, and George Roque, your Bud Shootout winner. And we're going back green here at Daytona, and we will take the green here on lap 14 out of 30. Will we make it to the end on green, or will there be another caution? Will the big one happen? You'll just have to stay tuned to find out so you can figure out your answers. And we're green here at Daytona. Oh man, they're already going 3 wide all back there. Charles Sanford almost hit the wall right there. Gotta be careful, you don't want to go out too much out of line or you'll drop like a rock. These 4 are staying together because they know if they, while the back of this pack follows, they can possibly maybe get out to a lead. But that didn't work because the rest of the pack just caught up to him just as fast. And here comes Brian James for the lead in that number 51 Mini Chevrolet. Ricky Bobby, Gene Sanford and William Duncan right there behind them. gotta wait for this main pack to catch up, but wait. Looks like this second pack's held up maybe by something. Might be Richard Johnson. He seems a little bit slow. But they're way held up. It might have been somebody with damage. They kind of got held up right there. Brian James still continues to lead with William Duncan right there. William Duncan won the nationwide Daytona race. So he knows how to get around these super speedways. He actually was just at the Talladega race yesterday for the nationwide series. Traveled over to Talladega, ran that race. Almost won it. He was in the top 10. I think 9th he finished. It's a good day for him. Ooh, but he's going to go to the outside 3 wide. He just has to hope he doesn't get a piece of that wall, and it doesn't look like he will. Take a check in on the second pack here if they have any chance of catching up. Looks like they're having some trouble catching up, and it might have been Richard Johnson, or it could have been a wreck. Yeah, it was definitely Richard Johnson, it looks like. Richard Johnson, it kind of looks like he's holding them up back there. I don't see any damage on that car. Maybe he dropped the cylinder, but he's holding everybody up. Sam Young slowly limping along, way off the pace. Pace, not paced. We're not. Never mind. Sean Henley going for the race lead now with Zachary Buckeye, Richard Childress' car in the number 3, the famous number 3, or infamous. And then Joseph Bryant joining us also in the Wood Brothers number 21 Ford Fusion Motorcraft. And Sean Henley will lead this lap, and some new drivers joining this pack are George Roque, Veland Schultz, Austin Ogo, and nope, that's about all the new cars in this pack right here. And Sean Henley still holding the race lead right now. Let's check out the cars from the back. Richard Johnson is definitely having some problems because he is way off the pace compared to everybody else. He definitely maybe dropped the cylinder or something. Tristan Trivet trying to catch back up. Seth Cole, he's not having the greatest day. He didn't have such a great Gatorade duel also. Jacob Sisko trying to work his way back up. Chris Dollerton and James McLeod also. This is a little 4-car pack right here. Kind of stay with it. And here's the biggest pack actually. Second pack, but biggest, and they're trying to catch up to this front pack. Dylan Young's kind of like the bridge, but Dylan Young is not catching up to this pack. This pack is battling a lot. If I were them, they want to catch up and go super high and just race their way up there. Darius Allen on the outside with no help, but still holding up a little bit. Olga Ogo, your Gatorade duel winner, and Polstead are doing in this pack. Oh, whoa, I think I just saw a car go around. Oh, nope, it was just Jake Baskin just stepping out of line. Oh, we're going to have a 3 wide in this pack. Zachary Buckeye on the outside line. This might be mean this pack will start going 3 wide, and it looks like they will now. Ooh, he might have got a little piece of that wall right there. Chuck Tarkin going to step out to the outside line also. Same with Brian James, and I think they... Ooh, that's down to 4 wide, but that was close. No 4 wides there. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. Usually they go 4 wide by now, and that's when the big one happens. William Duncan taking the out with Jacob Lawler and Charles Samper right there behind him. And they're going to catch Sam Young soon. They're not too far. When they do, that's going to upset the balance of this pack. But now they're 3 wide all over the place. That's going to slow them down a little bit, and that might allow the second pack to catch up. As we're just about to take lap 20 out of 30. Remember, if there's no more cautions, these drivers will have to pit. They cannot make it to the end on fuel. It'll take a miracle if they make it to the end on fuel, actually. And William Duncan holding off Charles Sanford right now because he has the third and bottom line here in the Daytona night. And he's trying to hold it as this pack has decided to go 3 wide, and you see how fast they are catching Sam Young. Let's take an onboard with William Duncan right here, real quick. And you see how fast they are catching him, and they're catching him. He's like a rock, and whoa, they gotta slow down. Oops, sorry about that. And that's gonna allow Jean Sanford just to shoot right around them, and she's just gonna fly away from this pack. And just, completely drive away. They're trying to get past Sam Young, and if they get holed up by this pack, that means this pack's going to catch up, and that could cause a big pileup. As Jake Rogers and Olga are in this pack, and they're catching the other pack real fast. That's not good. Oh, Joseph Bryant stuck behind the 28 now. And here comes this pack. They're going to have to slow down. Oh, Jake Rogers trying to pull moves, trying to get past, and now they're going to get held up by Sam Young. But that's going to allow the bottom line to catch up. And that kind of could join the two packs a little bit. And Sam Young holding up the field. And allowing the inside line to shoot away, though. But holding up that middle line. Ooh, Leo Rogers trying to get down to the bottom. And Austin Ogo going to go down to the bottom. And Dylan Young's going to get the worst of this held up. Same with John Wilson. Ooh, John Wilson might get past. And now that's going to allow Seth Cole, James McLeod, and Jacob Sisko to join back up. And Jean Sanford is still leading, but they caught back up to her. And they're going to gobble her up like a turkey goose. And that was a horrible pun. And nowhere for Jean Sanford to go as she's boxed in. As the rest of this pack tries to get together, William Duncan runs away with it now, but they're going to gobble him up too. The rest of this field joining in. Now that kind of did join the two packs, so this is going to make the pack a lot bigger. Man, I'm just failing today. Sorry. A lot bigger, and that could maybe cause a wreck. Some drivers want to see a wreck. Well, yeah, the drivers want to see a wreck, they just don't want to be in the wreck. And the rest of this pack is going to catch up to William Duncan. Deion Scott right there behind him. Two good friends battling it out. Trek Tolger joining us also, your outside pole sitter. After he won the Gatorade Duel number 2, there was tears of joy in that victory lane. His good friend Casey Akabon. And to second, William Duncan stuck in the middle lane, and George Roque all by himself on the outside lane. And David Rochester, Austin Ogo, Sean Henley joined this pack. Joseph Bryant, Jake Rogers, Charles Jackson, Dale Kay, Robbie Noonan trying to join it. Then it's Tyson Broad, Caitlin Skipper, Aaron Williams, Eric Burton, Kosinowski, Dylan White, Fritz Lukender, Austin, Olga Ogo, Jack Richards, Jake Baskinger, Andreas Allen, and Leo Rogers, and Jeffrey Buckeye, and a lot more drivers to come. As it's more single car drafts beyond this pack, as they're really trying to catch back up. Deion Scott has the race lead now, with Wilhelm Schultz right there behind him. Who will pull out the win? Oh, and now it looks like this other pack can't catch back up because it looks like they're losing ground. Yeah, because they just separated. This might even go into a bigger pack, but you never know because the way it's looking, it looks like there is going to be pit stops, and that's going to be a game changer. Oh, and it looks like actually this pack is going to catch Richard Johnson soon. Richard Johnson, you see, is way off the pace. And you know what that means? That means another pack separation. Oh, and Wilhelm Schultz trying to get to the outside, and he will get there. And they're going to catch him probably in the turn, and that's the worst place to catch him, especially off turn 4. Yep, and they're catching him off turn 4, and they're very wide at some point, so that might not be the greatest way to get around them. Oh, and the inside line's going to get held up, and the outside line's going to shoot by. And that's going to allow the rest of this pack to catch up, probably. They might help him get back up to speed, kind of, but Wilhelm Schultz shoots out to the lead. With Deion Scott right there behind him. And the rest of the field catches up, and the outside lane is shooting by like a rocket. You see how fast they are going compared to Richard Johnson. 7 miles per hour faster, 9 miles per hour faster, make that 10 now. The outside line just slowly shoots by. Dale Kay still holding the race lead. Well, actually going for the race lead now over Wilhelm Schultz in that number 13 Geico pole position. Wilhelm Schultz came from near the back and worked his way up here. They were able to get his primary car fixed up after that wreck in practice, but yep, that's good for him. All 3 drivers were involved in that wreck. They were able to get their cars fixed back up. And now it's one big pack once again, as Richard Johnson just helped a lot of drivers get their hopes back into this race. Except for these drivers, they're trying so hard to catch back up. And Dion Scott's holding the race lead over William Schultz, but William Duncan's setting up to make a move, and same with Trek Togger. And we're only coming to get 3 to go here soon. Pit stops will probably come soon. There is no way they can make it fuel. I don't think they can. Crew chiefs are biting their fingernails right now. Who can make a win? No one's diving down this time. As it's even, dead even to the line. Dion Scott did win that battle to the line. But William Schultz trying to hold up. And Dale K is outside all by himself. With no help. Can any drivers make it to the end on fuel? And whoa, Sam Young, they could catch him again because he's going a lot slower than they are. I think they might catch him before this race is over. Yep, they are definitely catching him fast. Will he have to dive down pit road this time? Nope. Here comes that. Oh, and they're going to go 3 wide off that corner. No, 4 wide. Yep, some cars are diving down. Zachary Buckeye, Austin Ogo, Charles Sanford, George Roque, Jake Rogers, Aaron Williams, a lot more cars. Who can make it to the end of fuel? Oh, Jacob Sisko, he's diving real straight in. Will everybody be able to make it on fuel? These drivers are going to catch Sam Young soon. Who will win this race? As we are coming to get the white flag. Man, they are catching Sam Young again. Oh, and they're setting up for a 4 wide, it looked like. William Schultz and Dion Scott dominating in the front of this pack. And yes, they're definitely catching Sam Young. This might cause a wreck. Oh, Trek Togger shoots around the outside. Will he have to come down pit road? Yes, he does have to come down pit road. Jacob Lawler and David Rochester make it by. David Rochester and Jacob Lawler are not pitting. Can they make it to the end on fuel? And here comes the rest of the field coming out of pit roads. Can Jacob Lawler make it to the end on fuel? Or will he run out? David Rochester's right there behind them also. It's between these two right now. As they zoom out of pit road, who can win? Oh, Jacob Lawler might be out of fuel. Oh, no, he ain't. Will he have to dive down for pit road? Will David Rochester have to dive down pit road? Jacob Lawler comes off turn 4 here at Daytona. Will he get the win? No, Jacob Lawler's diving on pit road. Same with David Rochester. And they're saying Trek Togger was in second. I have no idea who's the winner of this race. I think it will be... William Schultz is holding up the first position with William Duncan right there behind them. And David Rochester... Oh, Jacob Lawler did win, actually. Man, I was confusing myself. Jacob Lawler passed pit road. When he came down pit road, David Rochester will get second. Who will get third? William Schultz will get third. William Duncan 4th. Dion Scott 5th. Zachary Buckeye 6th. Gene Sanford 7th. George Roque 8th. Jake Rogers 9th. And Charles Jackson 10th. And what a last lap. Jacob Lawler passed the pit road when he was coming down to make a pit stop. And the last cars are finishing up. The order's all mixed up. What a game changer. Jacob Lawler just comes out of nowhere and he'll win the Daytona 500. Congratulations to Jacob Lawler, a rookie winning the 500. And that does it here at Daytona. I will take you to your finishing results here for Daytona. And we are back. Jacob Lawler 1st, David Rochester 2nd, William Schultz 3rd, William Duncan 4th, Dion Scott 5th, Zachary Buckeye 6th, Gene Sanford 7th, George Roque 8th, Jake Rogers 9th, and Charles Jackson 10th. Your Bud Shootout winner finishes 8th. Your Gatorade Duel number 1 winner finishes, let's see here. Gatorade Duel number 1 finisher finishes 27th. Gatorade Duel number 2 winner finishes 24th. And the rest of your finishing results here at Daytona. And that is your finishing results. Tony Blazer was the only one to retire. And I will see you guys next week at Phoenix. Who will win at Phoenix? And that's our next track. Then your standings are pretty much the same, but there is some differences, meaning laps led. Jacob Lawler first, David Rochester second, Bjorn Schultz third, William Duncan fourth, Dion Scott fifth, Zachary Buckeye sixth, Gene Sanford seventh, George Oak eighth, Jake Rogers ninth, and Charles Jackson 10th, and the rest of your season standings. And again, I will see you guys next week at Phoenix. Who will win Phoenix? But today was all about Daytona. Congratulations to Jacob Lawler winning the Daytona 500. See you till next time. NASCAR 48 WB2 Bus signing off. And we are back. Steve Sosnowski now only has a 23-point lead over Aaron Mason, but Aaron Mason is gonna, I think, start off. Yes, Aaron Mason will. I think will be the leader of the point standings now due to the chase with his 9 poles right there. Then we have Chris Burnett. He made the chase. Peter Saviano made the chase. Dale Kay made the chase. Justin Perry made the chase. Pichu Walker made the chase. Mason Wood made the chase. Connor Breton made the chase. Caitlin Skipper made the chase. Brandon Bain made the chase. And Jason Marshall made the chase. And sorry, Dion Scott with his 4 wins. His 4 wins, he does not make the chase. Something went horribly wrong right there. And these 12 are the ones who made the chase. And Robbie Noonan will be your official 13th place finisher. Everybody from 13th down, that is your official point standings spot finishing. And for the Rookie of the Year battle, Jack Richards, like I said last week, he holds he is the Rookie of the Year. Dylan Young, he will finish 2nd in the Rookie of the Year. John Radigan will finish 3rd in the Rookie of the Year. And Charles Jackson, 4th in the Rookie of the Year. And this says the season standings. I didn't mean the race results. I accidentally hit the wrong one here, but oh well. Now I take you to your race results.